Well, hello, hello, hello. How are you all out there? It's your girl, Sean LeRae, and y'all know what that means.
One of a kind. Whoa, one of a kind.
Good evening. Right back there. Taking some time. Well, hello, hello, hello. It is Wednesday and it is time for a little bit of boss talk. But I wanted to, first of all, let you know that I am actually taking a day of rest. And I need to chill. I'm just going to chill. These earrings, I love them. Shout out to Simone Smith, but I always like them to go the wrong way. I actually think it's the way my ears are shaped, but that's a whole nother story for another time. But I wanted to stop in and just chat with you all a little bit about self-care and what that actually looks like and the importance of it. So I am kind of a nonstop, go all the time type of girl, and I love that. I lean into it. And when it is time, I will take a rewind and lean into the self-care side of things. So today on Boss Talk, just for a few minutes, I wanted to stop by and let y'all know that I'm not going to be live today. This is pre-recorded, and this is just to talk about a few minutes about what it looks like to lean into your self-care. If you are a busy person or somebody that has a lot going on and a lot to do, like I do, and like many of us do out there, then we can sometimes forget that we have to take time for ourselves. And especially if you are living the gift of doing what you love to do. And so sometimes we can recognize that we love something and do it. We have to make certain that we don't overdo it to the detriment of ourselves. And so I'm fine. I'm not unwell. I just decided I needed to take a break today. And it's Wednesday, so I don't see clients on Wednesdays. I just get to breathe. So I thought it would be appropriate, as I'm home just chilling and leaning into my self-care, to offer you some tips on how you can do that yourselves. And when it's good to know, like, it's time. It's time. So that would be when you feel overwhelmed starting to set in, when you feel like you don't want to do the thing you know you love doing, when you feel like there are other things that are not getting taken care of, and or when you have had a several months of looking forward to something and planning something, like a wedding, for instance, and then doing the thing that you've been looking forward to and planning like actually having the weekend wedding extravaganza, and then you go on a honeymoon out of the country, and your time zones are all upside down, and you're just enjoying the honeymoon and the gift of love. And that's what the case is for me right now. And so I realized I've been nonstop for 6 months, nonstop, planning the wedding, working, running the businesses, loving it all. But it was time. It is time to just take a moment for Sean Lorraine. And so that's what we're doing today. So how how good are you at knowing when it's time to just chill? Because some of us are not good at it. And I am someone who I have a lot of capacity. I have a lot of capacity, more than a lot of people do. So a lot of people who don't have the same level of capacity that I do to perform relentlessly, or continuously, often say to me, "Girl, you doing too much. You need to stop. You need to whatever." Sometimes I get annoyed with that. And I know that they're doing it because they love me and they want to make sure that I'm fine. But when I'm doing it, I'm fine. When I can't or shouldn't, or I'm feeling away, trust me, I stop. I take pause. And so taking pause is something that looks different. It may look different for you than it looks for me. For me, taking pause is I don't get in the car. I get the remote and I watch the TV shows that I love. I read the books or listen to the books, sometimes both, that I love. Um, I call the people that I haven't talked to. Um, that I do minimally, because sometimes I just need to unplug from that because I talk for a living. And so sometimes you just don't want to talk. Um, and this allows you to sort of reset, regroup, and then be the best you can be for the people that you love and the people that are in your charge. And so um, I do my mindfulness exercises regularly. I almost said daily, but sometimes that's not true, so I'm not going to say that. But regularly, and what that looks like in the time of unplugging, pulling back, is that gets doubled. So I may do a longer meditation. I may do several meditations today. I'm going to go swimming today. I'm going to sit by the pool and soak up the rays, the beautiful California sunshine, and just do all the things that I need to do to take care of me. I'm going to go get rid of the wedding nails. It's time for mani and pedi. And doing that. And that isn't always just what self-care is, but it certainly can be part of the routine. So whatever it is for you, and while you're watching this, go ahead and put in the chat what you do for your self-care, just so that we can look at it and see. Breathing is something that we take for granted. And of course, we have to breathe to live, but breathing is life outside of just your everyday, taking in air for life, but just taking a pause and paying attention to that breath, taking deeper breaths from the bottom, like as though you're going in and searching for that breath and pulling it up through your body and expelling it through your mouth. So that's kind of like, and taking a deep breath isn't, you don't have to do that to engage your full body. Think of engaging your core. And so when you take a breath in, it's about expanding your belly, not sucking it all in, but it's about, my belly is expanded. And then on the exhale, your belly contracts. So when you do that, you give yourself an extra dose of oxygen energy, and all of the things that um, your body then gets, every part of your body gets a little bit of oxygen, and that's what it needs to run. And so it's like you're refueling every time you take in a good chunk of breath. And when you're doing that, try to allow your mind to be still and quiet. So it's great to breathe, but if you're breathing in and thinking, "Oh my gosh, I when I finish this, I got a lot of things to do. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to take care of the kids. I got to cook. I got to do all these things." No, I got to make those phone calls. I got to return. No, because when you're doing that, then your mind doesn't get the same amount of oxygen that it needs to operate and to be able to really perform in the way that you would want it to perform. So, taking in those deep breaths is a good thing. Um, being silent and still. Like I love some good music, but sometimes it's just good to enjoy silence, pure silence. A lot of people are afraid of the silence because what happens when they turn off the sound, they turn on their minds and their minds start to race and they start thinking about all the things because there's no noise. But sometimes it's great to just turn down the volume on everything and allow yourself the freedom of nothingness. It is so beautiful to not have to do a doggone thing. That's what we did on our honeymoon. On some days, we just did nothing. We sat by the pool and did nothing. We just looked at each other. We gazed at each other across the table sometimes or whatever, just really enjoying um, the silence and the presence of one another. And I think that a lot of couples don't do that because you get caught up in the day to day. You have to work. He has to work. You have to take care of the kids. You have to take care of the business. You have to take care of the house. You have to take care of all the things. You have to get the food in the house on the table. You got to go get it. Like there's always something that we be doing, and so we need to spend more time uh, just being. And look at the time that we be being. And when we have that opportunity to be, there's a stillness that takes over that is really beautiful. And so um we are in August already, and I cannot believe it. We're just sort of winding down on what is traditionally considered summer. And so things are going to ramp up in a new way come the fall. So take these last weeks of summer and enjoy some peace as you go about your day to day movement. And every now and then, unplug, turn off, turn down, just chill. So I would be remiss if I didn't give us to my soror, Kamala Harris, who is our vice president of these United States and may very well soon be the president of these United States. And I want to just shout out everybody that spoke last night. It was really inspiring and wonderful and exciting. And whatever political party you associate with, whatever candidate you support, remember that we are humans first and party affiliated secondly, and that party affiliation does not equal nastiness. Let the candidates, hopefully, they won't do that. But if the candidates are doing that, let's be different. Let's show them what it looks like to live in harmony, no matter who you choose or what issues you support. Just let's support one another as humans. Think about that. So, but I am very excited to have a sorority sister doing such amazing things in the world. And there are many of my sorority and the Divine Nine that are really making inroads in the world. So shout out to all of us who are doing what we do in the world. And shout out to you for doing whatever it is that you do in the world. So, this has been your girl, Sean LeRae, taking a day to just chill. So, jam out. And shout out to Wayne Lindsay and Alana Lindsay for my theme song. And I'll see y'all next week live and in living color. Peace.
One of a kind. One of a kind.
Hear me? Reach out to me at living of healing. You can reach out to me.